Well, hello everybody, it's Agent, and I got my Transformers Ecto-1 just the other day. I've been really excited about this one since it came out, or since we known it was coming out. I put one on pre-order like the minute I saw it, so it finally showed up. I got this one from GameStop. I know you can get it from like Hasbro Pulse too, and I'm not sure about anybody else, but I got mine from GameStop, and I know a few of my buddies have gone to the store and seen them because they actually got theirs before I got mine. So, but moving right along, oop, bumped the camera. Let's go ahead and just look at the packaging because it is very 80s reminiscent of G1 packaging. So you got the character picture right there. You have Ectotron, Ecto-1. On the top you have some transformation steps. On the side you have both modes and the little Ghostbusters symbol. On the back you have some very G1 artwork. Actually that isn't some, it is G1 artwork. Big cutout right there where you can see the stats. And you have your authentic Ghostbusters thing, your Transformers 35th. More pictures on the side, some on the bottom. And yeah. It's a box. That's exactly what it is. It's just the packaging it comes in. So let's just move that off to the side. I'm going to leave it in the background this time because I actually like it. You get an accessory of Slimer in a green, somewhat transparent color. He's a little rubbery. He's very Slimer-esque, as you can see. Yeah. He's got the teeth. He's got the big old butt. He's got a hole in the bottom so you can place him on things that have a peg. So like right here there's a peg and he can just sit on the top. So there you go. Yep, that's Slimer. Alright, moving right along, here is Ecto-1, and as you can see it looks like Ecto-1 from the first Ghostbusters movie. So you got your ladder, which is a like rubber material. You have the antenna, which is a rubbery material. You have this hose, which is a rubbery material. You have white, you have red, you have clear, you have blue and blue, some yellow, some red up on top, some white painted details, some gray, silver on the bumpers. The headlights are actually a clear plastic as well. And same with the tail lights there in the squares. So yeah, I mean, all in all, it's very Ecto-1-esque. They did a really good job with this. And on the bottom, you can obviously see Robot, but from the top, he looks good, and he rolls really good as well. Yeah. So very nice. He's a very nice mold. I really like him already. So comparing him, we'll put him with a side swipe. So as you can see, side swipe. The scale is a little off on that. Here is a Siege Optimus. And as you can see, same thing. Scale's a little off on that. I'm gonna adjust the camera a little bit here. There you go. Roll that to the side. And here is a leader class. So there you go. Scale is definitely off on that one. Leader class is going to be bigger, but still, it's a good sized figure. Definitely a good sized figure. So let's see here. Might as well just get right down into the meat potatoes of this thing, huh? Let's just transform them, get that done with. Where should we start? Where should we start? Okay, we're gonna start here. This is another accessory that comes on, or comes with it, which as you can tell, that is a, get my hand behind it, that is a proton pack gun. Could probably use a little bit more color, but it's just molded black plastic. Stick that off to the side. Get this out here, and really we're just going to be pulling some stuff off here. So first thing is the ladder. You just want to detach it from there. Just swing that down. The antenna, we'll just unpeg it from that hole right there, like so. And then this hose, you want to unpeg that hose there, unpeg the hose there, unpeg the hose there, and then this whole piece will unpeg and come out. As you can see, there's 2 little spots right there where it pegs into this right here. That's what keeps it in there. And then we are just going to set that off to the side. So there we go. A very plain Ghostbusters car. All right, so the first thing you're going to do from here is you're going to take the side panels and you're just going to work them loose a little bit so they come out to the side, and then swing them up like that. You do the same on this side. Sit and get that out and swing it up like so. You can go like that if you want. You're going to need to eventually. All right, so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to work on the legs. You're going to take these 2 spots, move them down, put our fingertips in the top here and slide that down, and then you can just kind of crack this a little bit. Come on. Go. There we go. Just pull it, and it pegs in really tight right there, and into those spots. So get that all the way pulled down, and then you can put these right back in, and that actually kind of locks those knees in place. And then from here, you can actually just separate the legs, get your fingertips in here, and rotate that out, and that's your heel spur. Do that on both sides. There you go. Now we have lower body all complete. This ladder, there's really nothing to do with it. I mean, you could pull it off if you want, or just set it back like that, and it's kind of stays. But all right, moving along. What should we do? We should work on the arms. So arms, you just kind of pull apart like that, and you rotate them down like that, and then you rotate them like this, and then you pull the arms down. And from here, you could probably reach in here and you can grab his fists, pull the fists out. Well, actually, I don't think they're not really not fists. They're hands, because they're not fists because his hands are open. So, but we'll do that. And then this part here, you just push this down, and it's kind of like this whole assembly right here just kind of slides down. And then we'll do I didn't even catch that on camera. Let me move it up. There we go. It's a good thing there's 2 sides. So this right here, you just push that down, and as you can see, like the wheel well area is what's moving. So we'll just push that down again, just to kind of give you an idea. And then we'll rotate this around, and then we'll rotate that around, and there's his shoulders. Then we'll pull that, and we'll rotate the head up, and this little tab will go into this little spot right here, and lock that all in. And there you have it. There is Ectotron. Very, very simple transformation. It's simple, but yet it's still fun. There's enough to do with it that it's got a little bit of an entertainment value as well. So, but as you can see, it's basically just unfolded Ecto-1 into a Ghostbusters Transformer. So he's got the white, he's got the tan, kind of like the Ghostbusters have on their uniforms. He's got the name tag Ectotron right there, just like the Ghostbusters. Ray always liked to use these spectral goggles or whatever they were called, and he's got those on too, right above his eyes, which, as you can see, he's got some bluey eyes in there. Very, very tiny, but they're there. And he's got a little face shield from the looks of it, and it looks like a little frown, but I want to say it's a face shield. Mouth shield, whatever. So there you go. Let's see. Well, we could probably do some articulation before we move on. So to do that, you got his head, which I think it's just a mushroom peg. No, it's a ball joint. So there's a ball joint in there, so you can do a complete 360. And the spot that's supposed to stay tabbed in was not tabbed in, but if you loosen it, you can get a little bit more head movement out of it by loosening the chest piece, but you don't have to. As for arms, they go this far back. If we no matter what you do, because of these shields, you get that far back, and you get this far the other way. They really just kind of hindered right there, so there's not much you can do with the arms. But they do go up at this joint, so you can get them all the way up there. They do go up right there at that joint, so you get a little bit arm motion there. You have a elbow rotation, and then you have a double joint. There's a joint here and a joint here, so you can get some, well, let's move this out of the way. With that out of the way, you can do a complete bend right there. Get that all the way up. Move that back. He has no waist articulation, but he does have these nice joints on his hips, so you can go that far out. You can go that far forward, and because of the windows here, he goes that far back, and there's nothing I can, there, that's a little bit, but that's rotating the thigh a little bit, which brings us to our thigh rotation, which is just a mushroom peg. And then you got your knee joint. With the knee, you get about 90 degrees. Yeah, about 90 degrees on that. Not too much. Toes will go up and down just due to transformation. Heel spur will actually move, but that's due to transformation. And but there's no ankle tilt or anything like that. They're just kind of molded tilted. So, all right, we get that all sorted out there. The articulation's all done then. So accessory wise, remember we had this, which will peg in to his hand that way, or you can peg it into his hand that way. There you go. But all that junk we took off of his back, which is right here, and kind of straighten that out. This can be transformed as well. So to do that, what you want to do is take this piece and just rotate it down, and then take this and just untab it, and that rotates around, and that will lay flat there. And when you get to about this point, you want to take this hose and tab it into the top spot right there. Okay, and then this tabs into that. I'm a little bit finicky on that because I believe that's a painted white, I believe. It's hard to tell. It is a separate piece, so it's very possible. So I don't know, it clips in so tight that I just feel like it's eventually just gonna come, and scrape the paint off, and come on. See, but all right, so anyways, and then from there you have this piece of the hose, and that will actually tab right into the back of the proton cannon. So there you go. What we're going to do is we're going to take this, and it tabs right in to the back here. So there's a big tab on that. There's a tab spot there, and that plugs in right there. And it doesn't seem like it's tabbed in, but it is. It's tabbed in really well. And you can tab this in right at the top peg right there, like that. Or you can go to the other side and tab it in on that side, like so, which is the preferred method because then you don't see the hollow shell of it. And then of course he can hold it. So if you come over here and you can just put this right in his hand, let me hold him in place here, and you can just go like that and pull that out, slide that in, and then tab this back in. So you can hold it like that, or you can take this peg and slide that in, and he can hold it like this, which seems a little bit better to me. With this one, I like to have it in this hand a little bit more because where the hose tabs in, it's a little bit more offset from his actual arm, so it holds a little bit sits a little bit nicer, I should say. So yeah, so there he is, completely all transformed up with his weaponry, and he's a mighty fine looking bot. I really like him. I'm glad I put the pre-order in on him. So, I mean, really nice. As for how he stands up with the other guys, yeah, I knocked that out. There we go. Proton pack. Sure, now you don't want to stay in there. Earlier today, I couldn't even get it out of there. All right. So, with other bots, first off, we'll do Sideswipe. So you can kind of see how they go. I'm just going to move this guy out of the way. Put him right up here. There we go. Put Slimer up in the box. All right, so there he is with Sideswipe. So then we have Optimus, and he's taller than Optimus for sure. And then we're going to put him next to Shockwave, which I fully armed him up so that the top of this would be taller than him, just so you can see. But we all know if this was all gone, he's going to be way shorter. So, but all right, moving that out of the way. But there we go. So there he is. That is the Transformers, Ghostbusters collaboration Ectotron, based off Ecto-1. And I don't know if you've heard, but there is a MP10 model out there that's going to be part of this, and now this just keeps falling off. I must have done something when I put it together. Something weird, but all right. So yeah, there's a MP10 Ecto Semi out there. I forget what they're calling it, but that is a exclusive, so I really doubt that I'm gonna get that. But I will be good with this one, and I just tripped him up. I just cannot stand these things up some days. They just don't want to work with me. But all right, so there he is. There's Ectotron. I want to thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned. We got more videos coming up, and we'll get through them. I have all those stuff from the 200 subscriber video to go over, and we'll get to them. So until next time.